You see, one of the things the ego mind does, you remember the Buddha taught there are basically three categories of kleshas. Actually, I think there's only one, but he divided it up into three. There is greed, there is hatred, and there is delusion. And if we look back to the ancient Vedantic system where time packages are much, much larger, we learned that we are now living in the age of Kali Yuga, which is an age of confusion. And it is said that the first age was a golden age. And that was when the people who lived on earth were gods and goddesses who just took human form. They were always completely connected with their source. They knew who they were. They recognized the divine in each other. And at that time, plants really flourished because they had this wonderful spiritual level. And then it is said that was followed by a silver age, an age of remembering who God was. And so stories were devised that told children who the divine was. And there were great ones who were the heroes of such stories that always remembered who they were. All that then was followed by a Bronze Age. And in the old tradition, what it said was that when it comes, it will be an age of theology, which is what? Speculating who God is or who the divine is. Each one coming up with a different theory, you see. And beyond that, there would be a Stone Age. And that's what you're in now, actually, according to that old system. And the Stone Age, it was said that technology would be seen as God. Now, this was said thousands of years ago. And yet, you know, you now have to look at what is God to you? Is it the power that you feel when you use technology? For some, that's it. They're very powerful. They can hack anybody's system. They can get into anybody's bank account. That's real power. But it's delusion. And it's really categorically apt for this age. And so you must deal with not only illusions arising, but completely deluded mind. That's what this age is about. It's to reveal it to you. And so, you know, many people, it's very interesting. We put out a little poem a couple of days ago. And so Catherine was working with one of our members and we said, well, are these the accurate sources? Because this was a poem that was circulated on Facebook and there were a number of claims made along the way. And so sorting all of that out is more difficult than it used to be. You see, you can't simply trust that you're getting accurate information anymore, whether it's coming out of the mouth of a leader, whether it is some compelling story or video on the internet. You can't take anything on face value. Now, on the one side, many people say that's very sad, and I understand that. But what is it teaching you? It is teaching you discernment. That is, if you wake up and use your discernment. This is what Earth is asking of you now. Use your discernment. But don't do it from a space where you just start checking everything off and saying, well, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. That's not discernment. That is judgment. And usually, judgment is very self-serving. It's not there really to help you have a better understanding of what the truth is. It's usually used from maybe an arrogant standpoint, where I'm above all that, or I don't need this, or whatever it is. And this brings us really to look at what each of you is trying to gain in the development of your spirituality at this particular time. I hope you are all really looking to your spirituality.